Hey everybody, this is Anthony from Into the Darkroom, and I'm going to be covering the Miami design options for the Miami website template. And so I'm in the design area of the back end, and I am going into the settings tab, which is right here. And the first option we have here is the site width, and we have it set to 1244, and that's in pixels. And that's going to be the entire width of the site. And so that's this body area right here. So you can go ahead and change that. So if you want your site to be a little bit more restricted, and you want it only to be like 900 pixels wide, so it has kind of a lot of negative space around it, you can set that right there. So you can move that up and down and play with that. We have the interface text color. And what you can see here is we have like these rollover states where we have these text items. And if we wanted to change that color or any of our colors, we would just come in here and you can either type in the hex code right there, or you can just pick a color and click save. And when you refresh it, it'll go ahead and change those colors. So you can see that I changed it to that green. And then again, I could just type in the hex color, click save, and it'll change it back to that white. And then we have the navigation background color. So I'm going to go ahead and open up our navigation. You can see that we have this, this dark gray background right here. And then we have the social background color, which is this right here. We have it set to a little bit of a lighter gray than the darker gray over here for the navigation. And then you have the social icon colors. So you can change the social icon colors by changing these right here. And so if I wanted to change this to a different color instead of the white, I could just go ahead and change it. And then we have the image background color, which is going to be the color behind any of the images. So if we're in a page like this, it's going to be the color behind this image. So if you wanted to create more of a canvas, if you didn't want it to be like the image right on the white background, you can go ahead and set that to a separate color and it'll actually change that. We have the image caption background, so that's this right here, this white, and the image caption foreground color, which is this dark text. So you have the white background with the dark text. Now this option only shows up if you've set it to show up. So if you go into your album settings area and you say captions on, then your captions will go ahead and turn on, and that's what they'll look like. So let's go ahead and look at the image caption opacity. So you can change this. Right now we have this opacity set to 80%. You can see a little bit of the image showing through. Well, you can change it if you like. You could make it 0 so it doesn't show up at all, but it makes the text easier to read if it's actually there. And then we have the album aspect ratio, which we currently have set to 16:9, and that's the size right here that we have the images. So we have the images 1600 by 900, and therefore our album aspect ratio is 16:9. So our images fit in there perfectly. You can change that. So if your images were like 1600 by 1200, you could change this to 16:12, and then you can have them all fit in there perfectly. And then we have another option. I'm going to skip over a couple of these and then come back. But I'm going to go down to this album thumbnail color right here, and that's this right here. So those are the thumbnail colors for those dots, and so you can change that right here. And so now let's actually go over to the contact form. So I'm going to click on the contact form page, and we're going to go back up to this option right here, which is the contact form background color. And so that's just this white back here. So that's that white area back there, and then you have the contact form stroke color, which is just this one pixel that wraps around that form field. And then you have the contact form background invalid color and stroke invalid color. And so right, you can see here there's a star, and if it's required and somebody doesn't fill it out or fills it out incorrectly, it's going to show up as this inside color will be pink, and then this outside 1 pixel line will be that darker pink right there. And so it'll show that that's an invalid entry. And then you have the contact form text color, which is this right here that says name. And then you have the placeholder color, which is right here where it says, how did you hear about us? You can type in something like that to help guide them through whatever your form field is trying to get out of them. And then you have your contact form text size. And so you can change the text size right here to be, whatever it is that you want. So that is the design, mostly the color options. We're going to go over to the logo tab, and I'm going to show you some of the options that we have there. So I'm going to actually pull up a new tab here just to show you the logo placement, and you can see that we typed in the logo name. We didn't upload an image, which you can do right here, but right now I'm going to click over to this tab so you can just kind of see that we have the Miami logo in there, and this is actually more of a responsive view to an iPad. But I wanted you to see the logo easier, and you can see it in this view. So you see the Miami logo there, and it's all typed in. So we just typed the text in right there. So if you don't have a logo in a JPEG format, you just want to type in your name or your studio name, you can go ahead and do that right in that field. And then if you want to, you can upload a font, but I show you that in other documentation, so I'm not going to show you that in this video. But then you can control the text size and the text color. If you wanted to upload a JPEG, you do that right here. So this site logo image, you just click upload new, and then you can upload your JPEG or your transparent ping. If you want it, if you want it to be a JPEG, again, you can do that. If you just want to type in the name, you'll do it right here. But you can't use both options at the same time. And then whatever you choose to do, you can do your site logo link. So you can link your logo to your homepage or wherever it is that you want to. And you can do that by either typing in the HTTP right there, or you can link to a page that you created already. So if it was your homepage, you just click on this button and it'll take you over there. And then we have the background. So you'll notice that we have the colors white, and we have them white and white. So we have a top and a bottom color that are blending into each other. And this is so that we can create gradients if we want to. And you'll notice right now it's all white, so the white is blending into the white. But if I were to change this to a color, and I would have picked like a bluish color and click save, you're going to see that when I refresh this, my white blends into my blue. And again, you'll see that before that image loaded, there was that white background that we had in there. So that's one of the reasons that we have that color. So it's this white area back here in those previous options. But you can see the white blending into the blue, and then if we want it to just be a solid color, we just put the same color for top and bottom, click save, and when we refresh, it's going to be a solid color because it's blending into itself. And then you have the option to put in a background image. And that background image can be full frame or tiled. You can tile it horizontally, you can tile it just vertically. So you have some options there. So you just click upload new, and you can upload your image or your pattern or whatever it is that you wanted to put back there as a graphic, and it'll upload into this background area. And then fonts, I cover how to upload in a different area of documentation, like I said. But in here, you can find your navigation colors, your highlight colors, your selected color, so when actually somebody clicks on it and it's actually highlighted. You have your sizes, and then your fonts, and then you have that also for the headers and the description text. So you can come in here and change the colors, fonts, sizes, etc. And I think it's pretty self-explanatory. But if there's something that I didn't cover in this video and you would like to know, please go ahead and put in a support ticket. All you have to do is go to intothedarkroom.com, click the support button, and we'd be happy to answer your question. I appreciate you watching, and I hope that was helpful.